We're calling in for a telehealth call with Fox 56 Chief Medical Contributor Dr. Ryan Stanton.
He's in Florida right now talking race safety ahead of the Daytona 500. Let's bring him in live from Daytona Motor Speedway. Great to see you,
Good morning,
Doc.
Paul and Krista. The world center of racing, C-17 with the Thunderbirds right over there, and I'm sitting right on top of the garage where all the cars for the Daytona 500 are going to be taking place Sunday. So yeah, pretty excited about being down here, and even better for this weather we've had the last few weeks. It's warm. It's like 64 degrees right now.
Oh, we are so jealous. Doc, kind of explain your background of what brings you to Florida this morning.
Yeah, so I grew up around motorsports in East Tennessee, and then when I moved to Kentucky, we had the contract for Kentucky Motor Speedway. Stayed, built relationships, and then in 2017 asked to join the traveling safety team, the AMR safety team. And then since 2020, been the medical director and coming to these races and all over the country. So excited about this one because we just had the Super Bowl.
First question.
We're about to have the Super Bowl of motorsports, which is the Daytona 500 coming up 2:30 on Fox right here on Sunday.
Well, Doc, introduced in 2002, the Safer Barrier is wall technology that decreased the force of impacts and crashes into the wall of the track. Research shows that the technology reduces the crash force by 30 to 80% and is life-saving technology. How big of a game changer has this been?
This is huge. Interestingly, the first track to have the safer barrier was developed in Nebraska. The first track that had any safer barrier was Indianapolis Motor Speedway on the corners there with IndyCar and the type of speeds they were facing. Iowa Speedway was the first to have safer barrier around the entire track, but it is huge technology. This is steel tubing with styrofoam behind it. If you watch the races when they hit the wall, it'll actually flex back towards the wall and basically distributing the energy down the entire length of the wall, which makes a huge life-saving difference to the drivers. We know here the last fatal incident with NASCAR was right here at this track in 2001, and we've been seeing since about 2002 is when we first introduced the safer barrier. So really life-saving technology.
Another safety feature, something with the helmets, a device that connects it to the shoulders. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the Hans device first came out, it's been out for decades now, but starting in 2001, mandated since October of 2001 here in NASCAR, it's the Hans device. Basically what it does, the heaviest thing that we have in our crash in terms of centripetal force is actually the helmet and head, with our neck not really able to have the muscles to really protect us. And so what the Hans device does is actually anchor the head and neck down to the shoulders via the seat belts and then some straps that go to the helmet. Now, this has been mandated in all the major NASCAR sports. Actually, you see it in almost all motorsports now. It is that thing that comes up right behind the helmet, attaches down to the shoulders. And what it does is basically takes that weight and energy off the neck when there's an incident.
Well, great technology, obviously making a huge difference in the sport. No offense, Doc, we hope you're not needed on race day because that'll mean a lot of drivers are safe.
Well, we just got to, everybody tune in and find out if you see me. 2:30, Fox, Sunday, the Daytona 500, the Great American Race. We'll be here. We'll be out there on track. Something's going to happen because it's Daytona, and it does. Just wait. The big one will happen.
All right, Doc, thanks so much for speaking with us this morning, and we'll be right back after the break.
You're watching Fox 56 News, our home, your news.